Alright gamers, welcome back. You're watching another NetGame Radio Homecast, and tonight we have the Cybergamer Open Ladder Grand Final between Trollers Gonna Troll and Forgondor. Now, both teams have really fought their way through here quite hard, although we saw Forgondor kind of have a bit of a rickroll session versus Who's Bad last week actually. But it is going to be interesting to see how these teams go down, because we have had a little bit of a roster shuffle up on Forgondor. So they've added Hospitaller. I think he's just joined within the last week or so. So it's going to be interesting to see how his experience helps out this team. But first ban coming up here, Torture ban straight up. And I think they're calling out Flux as an auto ban, yes or no. However, I'm going to throw up to my co-caster here, Razor. Razor, you're joining me here tonight. Have you got any predictions between these two teams?
Not to be honest. I really don't know. I mean, you can say the Trollers Got a Troll game was a bit of a rickroll as well. They destroyed Intensity, and we really didn't have much of a chance against them. So hopefully we have a bit of a really good grand final. I'm looking forward to it. But if I was going to put my money on it, I would put it on Forgondor. I just know that they've got more solid support and a little bit better teamwork. But in the last week we've had this gap since last week's game. You know, Trollers could have been putting a lot of effort in. I mean, they've got the real opportunity to win this. So I think they might have a good chance to.
Yes, and if you're watching in 360p, I will just call out the the players for you. Playing on the Legion C for Trollers. On the Legion team for Trollers Gonna Troll is Tom Bedford. Trollers, Dillip, and Trollers. I don't know why they have three guys called Trollers, but apparently they do, and I'm guessing something is different in that name somehow. And playing for Forgondor on the Hellborn side, we have Barbecue, Foo, Hospitaller, JJ, and Kid. And continuing the bans, Slither is also banned after Torture, and then Thunderbringer, and then Silhouette. Now, looks like they have decided to not go with the Gentleman's ban on Silhouette this time, which is interesting. We have seen Nomad, Tremble, and Silhouette constantly banned in these Cybergamer series since their release, and this time I believe they have agreed on having Flux as an auto ban. However, I don't know, I was kind of hoping to see Silhouette because she is one of my favourite heroes to play with, definitely a very fun hero, so I really was hoping to see her in action tonight, but it looks like we won't be seeing her. But following up the bans, we have Hellbringer also banned. Now, just looking at these bans, fairly standard stuff, don't really see Hellbringer banned too much, but we do have Silhouette banned as well, so I guess one of those teams, I guess Forgondor just aren't too sure about her yet, and just aren't too sure about her possibilities, that what she can deliver, and whether or not Trollers can really play yet. So they've just decided to take her off the board and not worry about her. As the Trollers playing in the teal spot, whoever the hell he is, calls out to James 101 My Baby, as well as Kid giving a shout out to Redemptions. But Andromeda also getting banned. So it looks like we're having a few of the support heroes getting knocked off the board fairly early here, as well as some of the solo mid heroes such as Thunderbringer. But we do know that Forgondor enjoy playing a fairly push-heavy lineup. Now, I'm just trying to check who banned the Torture. It looks like Trollers banned Torture, and they were worried. We did see Forgondor run the Torturer quite effectively, a solo mid Torturer quite effectively last week against Who's Bad, and they did use him very effectively to push as well. So maybe that's why Trollers have decided to take him off as the first ban. But Dr. Repulsor and Puppet Master are the last two bans here. Puppet Master, of course, flavor for the month in the tri-lane carry situations and range carry, just allowing you to get those melee carries into your support roles. And because generally the melee guys, they have better stuns than the range guys, so that's why if you can get a range carry in your tri-lane, it's quite beneficial. And Dr. Repulsor, definitely just a good all-round semi-carry in the mid who can sort of just... He can take over a match and snowball quite quickly if he is left uncontrolled, really. But winding up as the first picked hero is Behemoth. Now, I'm just going to throw over to you, Razor, again. Anything you want to throw in here? Any 20 cents or something you want to chip in?
No, you got really good strong bans. I mean, as you said, I mean... I'm going, my mind's just playing, so I was fiddling with own 3D settings, but yeah, I mean, with the bans, I mean, Silhouette's really the only one that really stands out, but I mean, he has been shown to be really dominant if he's left alone, like you said, so I completely understand why they're banning him, but I mean, same time, I'm pretty sure it was, what the fuck, because oh my god, Barbecue, who played Ophelia, was it Ophelia last week or the week before, and destroyed, so I mean, it really shows that these players are really good, and they might not need Puppet Master to do that, or whoever they used last week to beat this team, but they are good players, so I guess we'll just wait to see. We do see the next two picks coming up, which is Pharaoh and Bubbles, so really good, strong lanes there. I wouldn't be surprised if those two would be the solos. Followed up with some really quick picks now. It's Wretched Hag and Myrmidon for the other team. Really strong, good strong stunners. I really wouldn't be surprised if you saw, who was I thinking just before, maybe a Flint Tri-Lane with the Myrmidon and Behemoth. Really strong Tri-Lane. But what about you, Triumph?
Well, I do know Forgotten do enjoy their pushing lineups, but we have seen them run a more traditional hard carry in a trialing, so I'm not sure whether or not they're thinking they want to do something experimental here, if they just want to, or if they just want to go with some stock standard picks. But throwing over to the Troller's side, they are very, very stock standard. We've got Hag, Myrmidon, and Behemoth. So if they've got Behemoth, it looks like they will need to pick up a ranged carry to go in that position. So I'm guessing possibly Flint. We have seen Forsaken Archer in the past be used in that role, but really in these days she's really out of favour. She's not really favoured as a hard carry so much. So I doubt we'll see her. But yeah, I'm thinking we might possibly see Flint Beastwood there, or maybe even Arachno. We have seen her run out there a few times. But it looks like Forgotten are also going for a fairly stock standard lineup. We've got two decent supporters there. We have a Dementor Shaman and Voodoo Jester. So it's a double heal lane, so they're probably going to be playing fairly defensively, I reckon. As it looks like indeed, they've got Kronos. They've got Kronos, of course, a very powerful late game carry. So if they do decide to pick him up, he will be quite nasty. But yes, Pharaoh, probably see Pharaoh either the solo mid or the side lane, depending whether they want to put bubbles up against that solo or not, depending whether or not they think he can handle it, or how rough it's going to be, how much rough going it's going to be for him. Of course, Bubbles, if you can get him some early farm, he can really just sort of landslide his way to victory and really just jump on top of an enemy trial and cause all sorts of havoc for it. It looks like we do get Flint Beastwood picked up by Trollers as their trial lane carrier, and they also pick up the Chiprel. Now, I'm just looking at this lineup, so we probably will see Myrmidon, Behemoth, and Flint Beastwood running in that trial lane, and we're going to see, I think, the Chiprel mid and the Hag. And the Hag possibly going to go solo silent, although it depends really, because I'm thinking Kronos, if they, actually no, they're looking to pick Malakin now, so I'm not dead sure what they're going to be doing this. I think it depends on how hard a carry that Forgotten are planning to pick up, whether or not they decide to run Flint against him, or if they think Flint can outcarry him, they'll probably decide to have their solo go up against an enemy try, but it looks like they're picking up Malakin. Now, I'm not too sure on this, really. We have seen some people advocating Malakin as a really powerful tri-lane carry, but really haven't seen him in the competitive scene enough to really have this, the sort of data that we need on him. So I'm going to guess it though. I'm going to guess. It's really hard to tell because I'm guessing they're going to have to go with a defensive tri-lane just because with Dementor Shaman they just don't have that offensive power. I mean, Voodoo Jester can go either way. You can either build him offensive or defensive, but with Dementor Shaman they definitely have to build into a defensive tri-lane. So I'm guessing we're going to see the Hellborn try and run along the top lane and just try and farm up Malakin. Just get Malakin to farm up a Storm. And it really comes down to whether or not Trollers think that their Flint Beastwood can out-carry him. So, going to be interesting to see how they decide whether or not they want to have the solo versus the solo, or if they want the tri-lane versus solo. So I think it's going to come down to Trollers' call there, as to whether or not we're going to see this. But I'm going to throw over to Raiders again. Just looking at these lineups, which lineup do you prefer?
The only... Oh, my... I just decided to, minimize itself randomly. The only, I think the team I would probably go for at the moment is for Gondor. I'm really liking their lineup. Their tri-lane, I think Malakin, Voodoo Jester, Dementor Shaman is going to be too strong if they put their tri-lane against. If they put Legion, if they go up against the Legion tri-lane, I can see the Hellborn tri-lane winning. Really, because you got that double heal from Voodoo Jester if Voodoo Jester decides to level him up that way. But more so as Malakin can just stay in that lane and continuously farm with his sort of the damage, healing himself up when he needs it, and along with that really strong sword nuke. But it looks like they're going to send their tri-lane top, and it will be against the other team's tri-lane, who looks like they're heading top. And it looks like we got a Troller's courier scouting around. I don't think they saw the other team's tri-lane. I think they might try and scout it out now and see if they can find him, but it doesn't look like they're gonna scout him out. So we will see Malakin, Demented Shaman. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, for Gondor, no, the Legion tri-lane is going top because Pharaoh has picked up rockets first and hit them with a rocket, so he knows that they're all there. And these guys, I'm guessing they decided they do want to go tri-lane versus tri-lane, and there is going to be Bubbles versus a solo Hag down the bottom. I'm going to be interesting to see how they come out on top there. Hag has opted to pick up a Guardian Ring first. Looks like they both opted to pick up Guardian Ring, so it looks like they both want a Ring of the Teacher fairly early. And it looks like they've finally finished scanning. I don't think they managed to spot... I don't think our Trollers managed to spot that Hellborn Trident, although it looks like they're making motions to check out the jungle there. I'm not sure what they think they're going to find there. Just a whole lot of motion. Maybe they're just thinking someone's going to come here and try and plant a ward. As we get another shout out again to James Trong, Wilson, and Wogboy from Trollers. The Purple Trollers this time. But Voodoo Jester and Diminished Arm taking some very aggressive positions there in the jungle. Looks like they're trying to catch someone by surprise, although Behemoth, though, a little bit isolated at the moment. Going to cop a bit of harassment here. Just going to take a fair bit of damage there. Just unfortunate for him. Malakin has opted to go with the Hatchet and Shield straight up. So he's going to be fairly difficult for Flint to harass out of the lane just for a bit as well. So it's going to be, because basically Myrmidon is kind of short ranged. Behemoth's melee, and Flint's got to choose between either harassing these guys. Of course, Malakin has that double heal to back him up, and he's got to choose between harassing or healing, harassing or CSing, as well as, you know, he's going to get harassed back by Demented Shaman and Voodoo Jester. So it is definitely going to be a fairly annoying lane for him, because he's going to have to juggle that harassing duties as well as just CSing. But it is going to be Chipper versus Farah in the middle lane. Going to see who comes out on top here. I'm thinking Chipper's possibly going to have the upper hand here, although it's like Farah just copying a fair bit of harassment there. Oh, wow, he has trapped Tom Bedford inside. Tom Bedford firing rockets, but Chipper could be in a little bit of trouble here. Getting hit by a Tormented Soul, manages to back off, but definitely came out second best in that little skirmish there. Got a little bit too aggressive. Farah just said, well, why don't you step into my house, I'll beat you up. Back up at the top lane, Hospitaller has put down a lane ward, so nice work for him, just spotting up for those TP ganks, which looks like he's not going to have to worry about too much. Hags has been fairly proc, has picked up her Guardian ring, just using the crew to bring it out there. And she seems to be slightly ahead of Bubbles here. Bubbles is sitting on 2-2. Hag is on Dilip, playing Hag, is on 7-4. As Slub calls out, sorry to the 4 Gondor boys, I'm guessing he was hoping to be here in time to add in the match, but here, this could be a problem for the Legion Trident. If they let the Hellborn take control of this jungle like this, they're going to lose out in a lot of experiences. We just see Behemoth dodging out there just to put up a ward by the rune. But look here, the hard camp has been stacked, and they're going to lose nearly a full wave of experience here. They're going to get nothing out of it, which is definitely not what you want to have when you're already splitting experience between 3 players. Losing waves of experience is really quite painful. So they definitely don't want to let the Hellborn guys, continually pull creep like that. So that if they go in there, they need to stop them, or at least, try and block the creep spawns or something, or possibly even just, because they can pull that hard camp, even just pull it themselves before the Hellborn. It's Behemoth throwing out the big stun there, nice block. The magic card comes, the weak field looks like Demented Shaman is going to be first blooded here. Malakin blinking over the top of that fissure, but it's not going to be enough, as Myrmidon is just going to walk away from that quite okay. But I'm going to throw over you, Razor, as we get some action down in the mid lane here.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. Chipper is giving some nice harass to Farah. I don't think he's going to take him out though. He's going to try his hardest. He's dropping 120 health, but Chipper getting attacked by the tower will have to back away. But yeah, both players are just doing really well at mid. I mean, Chipper's got absolutely no mana at the moment. Actually, he's got enough for one rocket, and Farah has absolutely no health. So. But I mean, at the moment you've got Tom Bedford, the Chipper there on 12-3, and Malakin Pharaoh on 8-3. So I mean, Chipper's winning that at the moment as a pause call does come out, and 4 Gondor will pause it just there. So I'm not too sure why. Maybe someone's AFK or need to go take a quick piss. But hopefully we'll be back soon, as soon as we can. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, we've got Wretched Hag sitting on 11-7 and Bubbles sitting on 6-4. So Wretched Hag doing a really good job here. He's both level 4, so keeping it. I think they're around the same levels. Are they, Triumph? I haven't really been keeping an eye on the bottom lane.
They're sort of close, but sort of not. Hag is getting a little bit ahead of Bubbles, so I'm pretty sure Hag is getting relatively close to hitting level 5. Bubbles has been denied against a little bit more, but I'm just looking at this Pharaoh build here in the mid lane. Pharaoh has opted to go for 2 levels of Mummies and 2 levels in Tormented Soul. No levels in Hellfire, interestingly enough. And we saw him try the same stunt that he tried before, just trying to trap Chipper in the Mummies with him. And of course, Chipper, now that he's leveled up a bit, has some rockets under his belt and just said, yeah, I'm having none of that. And unleashed a wave of rockets into Pharaoh's face and nearly managed to kill him there. So I'm guessing Pharaoh maybe might need that mini stun just to interrupt, just to try and interrupt Chipper just a little bit, or just to add a bit of extra damage. I don't think that extra levels of Mummy is really going to help him out all that much this early game at the moment. So we really haven't seen him be able to do a whole lot. He's just been harassing with the soul a little bit, but still paused at the moment. Not too sure what's going on. as Dillip calls out, please don't unpause. I'm just looking at the CS in the top lane. Malikan is on 10-2 and Flint Beastwood is sitting on 9-3. So again, relatively even. I'm guessing Malikan at the moment has no supports near him, so he can't really get that close to the creep, although he has managed to level up ahead of Flint Beastwood despite that hero kill. So I'm guessing possibly his supports have been out of the lane a fair bit more. Both his supports level 2, although Behemoth and Myrmidon also level 2, so maybe I'm not sure where he's getting that extra experience from, maybe just the denies accounting. The troll is saying that they're ready to rock and roll. I'm just looking at this ward here. Looks like Hospitaller just chucked up a rune ward as well, just to watch their back. Myrmidon is spotted up here, although it looks like he's rolling mid, trying to set up a kill possibly. Although Pharaoh should know he's coming, although no, he's getting ready to stack the Ancients, and this is some very early Ancient stacking. So very, very preemptive Ancient stacking here. I'm guessing he just decided he was in the vicinity, why not get it done? I see he was camping at the top of the rune, so figured, why not just do a bit of stacking while I'm here. The rune is bottom, and is a regeneration rune, bottled by the Chipper. So Pharaoh probably going to be eating a bit of rocket spam in a few minutes. Now at the bottom lane though, Bubbles being forced to retreat by Hag, getting dotted up by Horn, and then getting hit by, I'm fairly sure Hag screamed at him there. Yeah, it is on cooldown, so he did get screamed. No, it's not actually, that was Blink. Just blinked in and tried to chase him, but it looks like Chipper is going to, no, just backing off here. Pharaoh managed to back off in time. I think they may have seen him coming. And it looks like Hospitaller managed to counter that. I'm fairly sure there was a blocking ward put up there on the pool camp, and Hospitaller has countered that. At the moment, Pharaoh not in any danger, just shooting at that rocket just to harass a bit more and CS while he's at it.
Top.
Good point up the top lane. Behemoth getting forced back there, as well as Flint Beast were getting forced back. Although unfortunately nothing coming out of that for them. So still 1-0 in for Gondor's, in Troller's favour. It looks like they're getting ready for a second run at them. Behemoth just using his health pot there. He has also picked up a Scarab, maybe going for a Ring of the Teacher. I'm not sure. I'm fairly sure the tower can possibly... the players can possibly just see through that little gap there in the trees and might just spot a Hospitaller again, trying to do his... just trying to get set up for another kill. But Myrmidon, where is Myrmidon? Is back in the base at the moment. Fairly sure he's stacked that. He did his triple stack that Ancients camp, so that's a very, very early stacking for the Ancients camp on the Legion side. It looks like Behemoth is scouting around, just trying to get something, just trying to trap someone up here. Well, that's probably not going to happen. The pull has happened again, although it wasn't really stacked, so the creep are going to get away with this one. I think he was possibly trying to double pull there, but was sort of successful. Gets one creep, so we'll deny that creep worth experience. And we have a port, unfortunately, a little bit too early. Pharaoh coming in while that creep had line of sight. I'm not sure they saw Pharaoh halting in. Nice wrath of the Pharaoh, trapping them in those mummies there. Now just trapping in the mummies. Now here comes the acid cocktail. The heal bomb comes out from Dementia, and down go Myrmidon and Behemoth. Very nice play. Very nice sudden attack from him there. I'm guessing Trollers didn't see him poured in there, even though the creep was by the tower spotting them up. So I'm guessing they just got caught out a little bit there, bunched up, and unfortunately, bit of luck, and just a bit of unfortunate circumstances for them, losing 2 players to that initiation, both of them getting trapped in those mummies. And Pharaoh has opted for a 3rd level in Tormented Soul, and still no levels in Hellfire, interestingly enough, so not going for the mini stuns. But Flint just picking up something. And what did he get? I think he just picked up some gloves there. Gloves of the Swift, so he's going for some steam boots by the looks of it. Malikan, on the other hand, has also picked up his steam boots just a little bit ahead of them. Just looking at the GPMs at the moment, Malikan is sitting on 258. Flint is on 150, so Malikan definitely doing much better there. Guessing Malikan picked up a kill out of that. So good for him. But looks like the Chipper has picked up an invisibility room and has rolled up in the top. Malikan could be in a little bit of trouble here, although Dementia is close by. Dementia has opted for both. Oh, out comes the vision. Nice vision. Wheatfield barely missing. That was unfortunate. Chipper ult and the Wheatfield missing, so unfortunate. And now Bubbles ulting in. Bubbles has come top. Behemoth in a bit of trouble now. Although the Chipper pounding those rockets into Malikan. Malikan goes down to another auto attack from Flint Beastwood. And unfortunately, that ultimate from Bubbles just completely wasted there. That was a really good opportunity for the Hellborn team, for Gondor, and unfortunately Gus got wasted there. It was good support from Dementia, the kid saving Malikan there, just healing him up, just throwing out that Unbreakable, and he has opted to go for 2 levels in Healing Wave and 2 levels in Unbreakable, so he hasn't bothered with the slow. They don't really have any channeling spells that they really need to break all that much. So it looks like he is going for full balls on a defensive build on Diminished Shaman. I'm just going to throw over to Razor again. Razor, anything you want to throw in about this match?
Yeah, it's looking to be really good. I mean, your 2-2 hero kills. The gold advantage is really non-existent. It's like it's 450 gold lead towards Trollers, but I mean that's made up with experience to for Gondor, so really even at the moment. But I mean, I do want to point out that I think there's a bit of a miscommunication in that last team fight. I don't know why. It just seemed that Malikan went in alone, and Demented Shaman and Vujester just didn't want to go in with him and just sort of left him to die. I'm sure that's not the way it actually was, but poor old Malikan was pretty much just left out there all alone and try to fight him off. But really good work from that chipper as well, to commend that chipper. Just being able to hit, I'm pretty sure he didn't miss a single rocket and managed to nail Malikan down enough to take him out, so good job there. But yeah, again, Bubbles did miss his ultimate up, and so really it just didn't end well for Gondor at all. But so a bit of initiation on bottom. Voodoo just getting caught out completely and getting taken out by Myrmidon, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I didn't miss that, but it did look like he was trying to stack the creeps, but he does get taken out for whatever he was doing.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I think he was putting up a lane ward.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to pop up that lane ward there.
He was just about putting the lane ward up.
Yeah, he walked out there, just walked into 3 people, and they just trapped him off with a fissure and just took him out. So yeah, speaking of unfortunate accidents, that was one such thing happening for them. How about, looks like Malikan just doing a bit more pulling here, just using that stacked creep camp. Gonna try and kill these creep here. Though will it work? Yes, it does work. They have to cut out that back end, of course, making it a lot easier to pull that camp. Although it does also open up the Legion to pulling it. You cut out that back tree. The chipper has just picked up an item, I think. He was just getting some wards at the courier. Someone has bought wards for the chipper. He's putting up a top ward at ward at the top rune. Pharaoh did have a regeneration rune bomb. Pharaoh again still opting for no levels in Hellfire, interestingly enough. So I'm just watching Malikan and CSing some more up here. But just looking at the GP, Bubbles now getting jumped on by Hag, gets screamed, gets haunted, and now is trying to walk away with a shell serve. Should be able to get out of this one. Hag doesn't have her ult up. It's still down for another 60 seconds. Not sure what she blew it on. Probably had another crack at killing Bubbles earlier. But I'm just looking at the situation for creep down to the bottom lane. Hag Dillip is on 43 to 26. Bubbles is on 18 to 9. So Bubbles is getting terribly manhandled here. And again, Hag just jumping on Bubbles. Bubbles going for a short shell serve there. And really, Hag just has complete control of this bottom lane. It's all his. But up in the top lane, the chipper is back up in the top lane. There are ports coming up top. Pharaoh also here, so it's a 4v4 situation. Chipper, whoa! Pharaoh ulting and trapping Behemoth and Myrmidon again. And now Malikan sorting his way in. But unfortunately, the chipper throwing down that ultimate, the Sword Blaze. And now Malikan in a bit of trouble. Malikan getting beat up there, although, wow, down goes Flint Beastwood, and now the chipper trying to take out Diminisher, misses that last rocket there, and he could be in a bit of trouble trying to take out Malikan now. Malikan just using those trees, trying to hide himself. Hag has come top though, the chipper gets taken out, Malikan goes down, Bubbles is now top, Hag in a bit of trouble. Hag gonna have some, gets caught out by that ultimate, just taken down. So Bubbles getting a bit of revenge for the bottom lane on Hag there, just jumping on top of it. I think actually Hospitala, the Voodoo Jester support, got a hat trick out of that one. So unfortunately, both carries went down on both teams. So going to be interesting to see how they recover. Flint Beastwood is on 186 GPM. Malikan is still on 250, still on 284. So Malikan definitely still ahead in the gold race at the moment. But Myrmidon trying to catch Bubbles there with a magic up. Unfortunately, Bubbles just taking cover and saying no to you. Another port coming to top. Malikan is back in action at top. So we might see another clasher up. Voodoo Jester just mana pointing up. Voodoo Jester has opted to go for 1 in Cocktail, 2 in Mojo, 2 in Cursed Ground, and 1 in Spirit War. So it looks like Voodoo Jester has opted to go for a suddenly very offensive build. And it looks like Trollers have decided to block this creep camp. The sick-handed creep pulled against them. So this is going to be, unless they counter ward, this will be the last one they get out of it. But Pharaoh rolling back to mid. Did he manage to bowl anything? No, it doesn't look like it. Chipper is heading top to get this. Here it is. Here's the rune. Chipper heading up top, getting this regen rune, getting smacked by a rocket there. As Myrmidon just trying to steal these creep with a weed field, not managing to get him though. As Malikan just taking the other pull instead. While he wants Pharaoh ulting in again on top of Flint Beastwood. Flint Beastwood in a lot of trouble, flaring. Magic Art coming out, the Spirit Ward, Flint Beastwood, the stun coming out from Fissure, and now Flint Beastwood going to go down here. Pharaoh probably also going to go down. Malikan in a bit of trouble as well. The heals coming out from Diminished Shaman though, keeping them alive. Hag goes down. Pharaoh so low. Can he bottle in time? Pharaoh just bottle. Use your bottle. No! Pharaoh gets taken out. That is unfortunate. Possibly could have survived there if he bottled a little bit earlier. But he does get taken out. And this is kind of slipping away from Trollers at the moment. That's Pharaoh just We see Pharaoh continually coming top and continually just jumping on top of the tri-laners and wrecking them. So definitely good play by Fu here. He is kind of taking one for the team a little bit. Taking one for the team, but really just doing the damage that needs to be done, keeping down this Flint Beastwood and allowing Malakin to get ahead of him. Malakin has picked up a Whispering Helm, so we might see him just start jungling for a bit. Once this, might see him jungling for a bit while his pre-wave pushes. The mid lane, just looking at Chipper, he has got phase boots, and that's about it so far. Chipper is sitting on 47 to 11. Hag is on 48 to 27. Hag has picked up Steam Boots in the Ring of the Teacher. She is sitting on how much money? She is... But it looks like Gank's going to go down to mid. They are making motions for something to happen. Just a few rockets coming out there, just scouting out there. Hag is sitting on $300, so nothing, not a whole lot. Thought she might have a little bit more, but Chipper still has that regeneration room up. They're still making motions go. Hag jumping in now, screaming, dotting him up with the horn. The Chipper tar coming out, the slow, the rockets, and the... Whoa! Pharaoh ulting back in though, trapping Chipper, trying to take him out here, but not enough. Chipper getting trapped up, but in the end, Pharaoh going to go down as we get some motions to the top lane. Looks like, I think they're making motions that they're there just because of the ward. Malakin now just chopping away some more. Coming out of those trees, just making himself some escape routes. But Bubbles is farming away at bottom here. He has picked up Steam Boots in the interim, but it looks like he might be trying to get yanked here. He is getting back though. He's aware that they're coming to kill him and just back up in time. Bubbles is sitting on 211 gold per minute, so he is not doing all too great. Did have a bit of a rough start against Hag though. He's 29 to 13. 29 to 13 at the moment. As it looks like the Hellborn Tron are backing up here. I think they're worried about something. Malkin now just poking his head up just to see us a little bit. They're making motions to get wards up. They're not too happy with being blind on that backside there, as Hospitality is going to put a ward up here. Here we go. Now we'll probably see them be quite a little bit more aggressive, although the lane ward just disappeared. I think Hospitality will put up another one in a second. They are. They're making motions. He wants to go and put them... Or they might be a little bit dangerous because that ward there from Trollers will spot them up making a move for it. We saw the last time Hospitality tried that, he paid the price, but I'm just going to throw over to you again, Ray. Is there anything you want to add on this match?
No, it's been really good, and as you did say, Voodoo just moved to that spot. The water's seen him, I'm pretty sure, and it looks like Myrmidon, Behemoth, and Flynn are going to head over there and try and take him out. And that's exactly what's going to happen. A Behemoth stun will come out in a second.
Oh.
It does come out, but it actually blocks on the wrong side. A really bad block there, I'm going to put it out. For it, but Pharaoh does TP top, uses his ulti and catches Flint Beastwood inside it. And Flint drops really crazily. Malakin jumping in ulti and manages to take him out. It's a triple hat trick for JJ. I'm not sure who JJ is, but he's doing a tremendous job as Wretched Hag is getting taken out by this cursed ground. He's sitting on, where is he? Where's he gone? You know, he did manage to live. He's sitting on 300 health, getting chased, but it did look, there was a massive team fight there. Bubbles actually taking that hat trick, along with Fu getting a quick kill as well, so really good job there. I mean, it was a really good counter gank. I guess it might have been sort of baited, you know, Pharaoh TP'd him when they see it, but I really started with that that terrible Behemoth block. And I mean, sometimes those sort of ganks always come down as well, so I'm really not surprised. But yeah, it could have gone a little bit better for him, but that Behemoth block just didn't help at all. But it looks like Demented Shaman's going to go out and get that ward placed once again while they can. He does get that ward placed. Mission successful, along with that 4 kills triumph.
Yes, and shout out to Fu, who is definitely manning up for his team here and getting these kills down on Flint Beastwood. Definitely what they need to see. Flint Beastwood is currently struggling away on 173 gold per minute, so he's not even breaking the 200 gold per minute barrier at the moment, which is definitely not a situation when you carry to be in. But it looks like Myrmidon has been spotted up. They might be seeing a gank coming here. Malakin getting ready, getting beat up by the Anchors here, sorry, by the creep. But it looks like Myrmidon's going to walk into Malakin. He starts getting smacked up here. Will Pharaoh intercept in time? Malakin going to throw his sword here. Yes. Oh, unfortunate for Myrmidon there, just getting cleaned up by a Tormented Soul, trying to waveform out of trouble. Thought he was safe, and then Pharaoh just said, no, I'm just going to snipe you there. So gets cleaned up in the end there. I think he was trying to save his waveform to bait out that sword throw. Managed to do it, but unfortunately got cleaned up by that sniping rocket. And looks like Trollers have decided to counter ward that lane ward there. Got rid of it, so nice from them. Just looking at Flint Beastwood, just chopping away at those creeps. Just looking at his creep score at the moment, Flint Beastwood is sitting on 39-7, whereas Malikan is 72-18. So Malikan definitely has a runaway gold advantage at the moment, and definitely is slipping away in for Gondor's favour. They are 7,300 experience ahead now and 4,700 gold ahead. So definitely a bit of an improvement from the 400 that we saw before. But I'm just looking at Voodoo Jester. Voodoo Jester is still one level in Cocktail, is continually leveling up Mojo and Curse Ground. So he's decided that they've got enough stunts on the team, I guess. Although really, he's I don't know. They really don't have a whole lot of disable on their team. But Pharaoh has popped the double damage room. It looks like he's got Wrath of the Pharaoh up. Looks like he might be planning on ganking Chipper here. Chipper could be in a lot of trouble if Pharaoh can land this ult. Here we go. Getting hit by the tormentor. So walk to Pharaoh's ult to go in. Pharaoh now just opting to walk in, just trapping the Chipper, getting away from the Sword Blades, but he's taking a lot of damage here from the Chipper Rockets. Chipper now just using that focus buffer quite effectively to stop extra damage from the Tormentor Soul. And now Behemoth waiting in. Bubbles trying to use that Kelp build to stop him. The Spirit Ward though, Hag in a bit of trouble, taking a lot of damage from Curse Ground and that Spirit Ward. And now Behemoth now just walking into this, manning up, and wow, Hag just deciding she's dead meat, jumps back in anyway, takes out Voodoo Jester, and now Behemoth manages to live, and so does the Chipper, managing to get away from that. But definitely that gank went all wrong, just went all south before Gondor, so Troll is stepping back up, trying to get their way back into this match. Managing to, nice play by Pharaoh though, just using the mummies to sort of teleport himself. If you didn't realise, mummies when you use them sort of teleport both you and your target away from a point, so it does allow him to just quickly jump off, the Sword Blades, which is quite useful. In the mid lane, Demented Shaman has picked up Mystic Vestments and also opted to go with Steam Boots. Now it's opting to push the lane, just using some heal bombs to get this lane rolling. The Ancients here are still triple stacked, so I'm thinking of Malikan, if they do actually notice that it's there, that Malikan could quite easily clean them up, because the Legion team aren't defending it particularly effectively. I mean, in fact, they're not even watching it, so they are just risking giving away free gold a little bit, although it looks like they're not too much trouble, because the Hellborn are opting to play quite defensively. Malikan has barely left his lane, if at all. In fact, the only time he did was to kill Myrmidon, just who was prowling around the jungle there. But Chipper just making motions to the top rune. I think he is wanting some more wards up. Of course, the Legion don't actually have any wards up at the moment, which is not something you want to be in. Not a situation you want to be in. Chipper now just checking the top rune. It has spawned bottom. It is an invisibility, so if he can get that, he could do some damage. Bubbles though porting top. There are 5 Hellborn players top, so they are getting ready to set something up. Pharaoh also hiding in the trees here. They are definitely getting ready to cause some trouble. As Hospitaller throws down a counter ward, just looking for that ward again. Doesn't find anything though. And the Legion team content to hang right back, because they know there's trouble hanging around up there for them. To see Tormentor Soul just harassing Myrmidon a little bit there, and Malikan just pushing his way up, just gonna try and, it looks like they are gonna try and push this down. Now Behemoth might be able to get a good block off though. Bubbles trying to scatter a nice shot. So the Bubbles has his porky, blinks him top of Behemoth. Behemoth in a bit of trouble, gets hit by the acid cocktail. Can he get the fissure off? I don't think he managed to get it off in time. The flare goes up the forest, but it looks like the Hellborn have overextended. The Chipper ult comes out, the Kelp Bill goes down, and now Behemoth is, Pharaoh is in a bit of trouble. The Spirit Ward is causing a whole ton of damage. Will Flint get away? Flint barely getting away. Him, Malikan sort of surviving the trees here, and now the ultimate coming out. No, not managing to come out. Now Malikan possibly a little bit of trouble. No, he's okay. Hag though, trying to chase down this Demented Shaman, is successful. The acid cocktail coming, but here comes the ultimate from Chipper. The ultimate from Flint Beastwood. Chipper also firing some rockets there. Now looks like Voodoo Jester also in a bit of trouble. Down goes Hospitality. Yes, down he goes. Gets taken out. And we have an early genocide and a unicorn stampede for Dylan. Hag getting a quad kill there. Unfortunately, the Hellborn just saying, just manning up a little bit too much, overextending behind that tower and paying the price for it. Just a very nice ult from Hag, very nice ult from Chipper as well. Just managing to catch him out there, just opening up the line of sight, as well as just that, really just the AoE ults just really smacking down the Hellborn team there. And unfortunately, that has really killed their lead. They were like 7,000 experience in gold ahead. They are now, Gondor are now all but 200, they're under 200 experience in gold ahead, which is quite unfortunate. They had a really good lead, and that genocide has really turned things around for them. Malikan is back down to 300 gold minutes, still ahead of Flint, who has managed to slightly catch up on 199, still struggling to hit that 200 gold per minute barrier. But he should get there in a little while. And now Pharaoh just bottling that in his room. I'm going to throw up you again, Razor. You got any? You said you favoured the Hellborn team, but the way the Legion are going now, do you have any predictions changing there? Okay, so Razor just needs to fix something up there, so we'll keep going. As Razor is just lagging a little bit. But it looks like Malikan just stacking these creeps here, getting ready to triple stack this Ancient Camp, in fact. I'm thinking he's going to use both of these creep to tank for him. Here we go, just going in. No, he's not going to triple stack it. Or is it already... Oh, actually, it already is triple stacked. I'm blind. Never mind. So he is opting to take these creep out.
Oh, no.
Oh! I did miss that. You want to fill me in, Razor?
Yeah. Oh, Pharaoh was sitting on the hill, sitting nice and in. And Behemoth just plopped, no, not Behemoth, sorry, Myrmidon just plopped down a ward of Revelation just to see if there's any wards in there. They spotted Pharaoh, and Behemoth got a really nice block off, and it followed with the Chipper, the Rocket Barrage and his Saw Blades, and absolutely just melted Pharaoh down instantly. So really unlucky there. But I was going to point out that in that top fight, Hag got a really solid ulti off, but it really didn't help that for Gondor, after that Behemoth, they spotted the Behemoth, 4 of them just rushed in there, rushed into this little tight spot thinking they could maybe get the Behemoth, and like 3 of them, I'm pretty sure there was 3 of them, all rushed into this little tiny crevice, and it basically just gave Hag a perfect ulti, and he hit about 4 people, and he dropped Malakin to about 200 health, he dropped up 2 others to below half health. So Hag did a really good job there for his team, and it showed when he got that Unicorn Stampede, so nice job there. But yeah, a bit unlucky there for Pharaoh, once again, as we see Myrmidon just managing to stack all the camps. He does a really good job there, and stacks all 3 camps, so yeah, nice job there. But yeah, a bit unlucky there for Pharaoh, and it looks like it's going back to this farming game, as Flint has picked up his Warhammer. Looks like he's going to go for this Shrunken Head. I'm not sure if you said it before. He's sitting on 700 gold. Looks like he's just going to do these creeps in the jungle and try and get this what's it called? Try and get his Shrunken Head up. But in the meantime, Voodoo Jester, spotting a Rune of Invisibility, actually picks it up. So he's going to do a bit of scouting. Hopefully, he doesn't do the same thing that Pharaoh did and walk across that water revelation there, and hopefully he doesn't get unlucky. And meanwhile, Malakin, he's actually already picked up his BKB. I don't think he had it last team fight. So he's picked up his BKB, just going back to the jungle, farming along there. He's sitting on 323 gold per minute. Flint's picked his farm up a little bit. He was just sitting on over 200, but it's dropped back down to 190 gold per minute. So, yeah, Triumph, it doesn't look like Troller's carry is really in this. I mean, he's going to have to pick up his farm tremendously if he wants a solid chance at competing with this Malakin. You know, you can't fight against a Malakin with 200 gold per minute.
Yeah, indeed you can't. Although that said, the Hag is doing quite well. She has picked up 25-minute Hellflower along with boots and other stuff. So she is doing fairly well for herself. Hag is in fact sitting on... How much is she sitting on? Where is she? She's sitting on 340 GPM, so she's not doing too bad. Voodoo Jester's invisibility just wore off, and now he's opting to hide here in the trees. Hopefully... Oh, here we go. He's trying to set up this kill here. Catching Behemoth with a acid cocktail, and then taking him out. But Bubbles also blinking here, catching a whole ton of players with his kill. But it looks like Hag is getting stuck in now. Shipper trying to get away here. Gets taken down, though. Hag now in a lot of trouble. Hag gets taken down. This Malakin just too strong for them. Just tears through their HP. Unfortunately, Hag still built like a bit of a glass cannon, unfortunately. And it was nice from Voodoo Jester there, just opening things up and then having his team just blink in and murder Behemoth just before he could get off any disables. So here, Malakin, oh, Flint gets caught out there. Bubbles just blinking in there to catch him. Malakin also cleaning him up as he gets flushed out of the trees there, like a bit of a rat in the sewers there. Gets flushed out and gets caught out. As we see Myrmidon, the only one left standing. Besides, actually no, Behemoth just respawned. So Myrmidon just slinking off there, just getting too much firepower for him to handle there. So that Shrunk Head, definitely a bit of a fight turner. Just allowing Malakin to go, you know, Saw Blades, Chipper Ult, Hag Ult, screw you all. You can't hurt me, I'm too tough. Let's just see a bit more counter-warding from Hospitality there. Looks like both teams now pinging rapidly, looking for stuff. As they do find Troller's ward, they're sitting behind the tree. Nice try trying to hide it there, but yeah, no cigar. Malakin just cleaning up these creep a little bit more, but just looking at the GPMs at the moment, Flint is on 200 again, and Malakin is up on 380 once again. So he is definitely getting out of control a little bit. They definitely do need to try and shut him down a bit more, as we see Voodoo Jester grab another invisibility rune, and his ultimate is also up again in 5 seconds. We might see him try to set something up again. Chipper has got a Staff of the Master, so he will be able to slow down Malakin with his ult. Whether or not it will manage to turn the tide, I don't think it will. They will have a bit of trouble. They are a very magic-oriented team. Besides Flint, even Flint does a fair bit of magic damage, and that early Shrunken Head really does mess with them quite a bit, so they're probably going to have to wait until it ticks down and cool down a bit before they can really stand a good chance of taking out these team fights again. But again,
Yeah, exactly. And as sorry, I was gonna say, it was lucky that Voodoo Jester did run away when he did, because Dial-Up just went and...
Oh, look again!
He spots the Voodoo Jester, he puts another one down, Voodoo Jester actually turns around, stunning him, puts the Curse Ground on him. Won't ulti, but a giant rocket barrage and Chipper Saw Blades comes out and destroys Voodoo Jester with a nice stun there from behind to set it up. So, I'm not sure what to say. As I half choke and on myself, but at the moment it just looks like poor Forgotten are picking up these invis runes and just aren't getting any luck at the moment. I mean, you watch Pharaoh getting taken out just before, and now you just see oh god, I'm forgetting the names. Demented Shaman.
Voodoo Jester
taken out. Thank you. Sorry, I'm having real trouble remembering these names at the moment, but yeah. As we see, it looks like Hag trying to take out Malikan's summon creep, but Malikan's fair aware of it. He takes the skill. I'm not sure what the name of that skill is actually for the Vagabond leader. But I mean, saying that, actually, Hag has picked up a Hellflower, so a bit of a different item on her. You don't usually see Hellflower as the first item on Hag. What's your take on that?
She is a little bit squishy at the moment. I'm thinking she's hoping she can silence Malikan before he can get his shrunken head off, possibly. But unfortunately, it didn't happen last fight. She just kind of got melted by the amount of... Yeah, see, here we go. Bubbles again, blinking and destroying that team. Just getting that good Kelfield and the silence down. Now, Flint Beastwood getting destroyed by that Spirit Ward as well as Malikan. Chipper, really the only one left standing there. Was a nice Sword Blades for him, but wasn't enough to save that fight. At the moment, really what's killing the Legion team is the amount of awesome initiation that the Hellborn have available to them. Like, really, the only reason that Hag got got that Unicorn stamping up the top was because the Hellborn took their awesome initiation, they did something completely stupid with it, just overextending the trees and lined themselves up to get raped. But yeah, now we've seen two great initiations from them. Just, we can pick them off and take them out, and they just do that. Bubbles blinks in, gets down the Kelfield, gets down the silence, and then we have Barrow just charge his way in there with a hook and then just trap them up and split the team up as well. And that Mummies is also really doing great work for Voodoo Jester as well. It's allowing him to get off a good Spirit Ward just by blocking them away from it, just giving him a bit of cover, which is really useful. As we do get Kongor killed by the Hellborn, they have opted to give it to Malikan wisely. Malikan has also got a level 3 Rift Shard, so he is getting quite nasty though. I'm doing nearly 600 damage per crit at the moment. So definitely, it's now 8,000 gold at 7,500. 8,000 experience, 7,500 gold in favour of For Gondor again. It's going to be interesting to see if they can hold on to this lead, but definitely a bit of back and forth this match. Definitely what we want to see. Not going for more of a whitewash this time, so that's definitely good. I might mention Pharaoh has also opted to pick up a Shaman's Hairstrew. It's definitely a great buy against such a magic intensive team that the Legion lineup has to offer themselves. But looking at Flint Beastwood, he has picked up a Shrunken Head. Unfortunately, it didn't do squat versus Voodoo Jester's ult. The Spirit Ward just chewed away at his HP and allowed Malikan to finish him off there. So he will need to stack a bit of HP. Possibly might want to switch those Steam Boots up just to see if he can just sneak away a little bit more HP there. The Trollers, Purple Trollers, Myrmidon opting, just scouting out this haste run here. Giving it to Chipper. Chipper has also got a Mana Tube now, so going for another support item, I guess. Hag hasn't managed to pick up anything. They're just going to backdoor this tower here quickly. Down it goes. The Hellborn don't seem too flustered by this. Demented Shaman, on the other hand, looks like he's building an Astrolabe. He has picked up the Refreshing Ornament and also the Ring Mouse. Looks like he's trying to get that Shield of the Fives up. But now, Barrow has also finished his barrel. Very, very useful item for his team. Great pickup by him. Pharaoh just scouting out with a rocket, just harassing away. Looks like his team is now responding. Pharaoh ulting in, manning up there. Really get the Mummies up in time. Traps Myrmidon. Myrmidon can just waveform out of them though if he's on the ball. Doesn't opt to though. Mans up, decides to fight. Pharaoh takes him out. Nice with the Spirit Wall. They're chewing away through Myrmidon's HP. Behemoth charging in there. Getting the fissure off. Unfortunately, looks like he's going to go down here. Bubbles on low HP as well. Going to sneak away though. Hag gets taken out as well. And now Myrmidon getting cleaned up by Malikan. Malikan doing a ton of damage here. Terrible, terrible damage. Throwing out the sword, catching Flint Beastwood, not getting the Shrunken Head up in time. In one more attack, it's all it's going to take. Down he goes. Gets taken out. And Malikan gets his own Unicorn Stampede here. And another Genocide gets called out here. This time, Trollers getting taken out, and they've decided they've had enough throwing in the towel. So the first match out of this Cyber Gamer Open Grand Finals goes to For Gondor. Definitely great play by them, although definitely decent play by Trollers. Trollers going to troll as well. So a nice close match that we've seen. in the early phases. Definitely some good back and forth. Anyway, my name is Triumphant Man. Joining me in the studio has been Razor. We have just casted Game 1 between Trollers Gonna Troll and Fort Gondor in the Cybergamer Open Grand Final match. We will be back shortly with Game 2.